What's up guys, it's me, Emily G, back at you again with another Drumentary video, as we're now calling them. Anyways, I just filmed a few different videos on my channel, but I changed shirts because I'm kind of sweaty. So don't mind me. And as you'll also notice, the backdrop is a little different. I have this like yellow crocheted thing in the back because my mom said it was too plain and I wanted to improve the videos for you guys. So let me know if you like it down below or if you want it plain again or whatever you guys think. TBH, I'm hoping to move so we can just like set up a good backdrop from the beginning instead of like I've lived in this apartment for over a year now and I can't figure out where I would put like a YouTube backdrop. So hopefully if I move and I have the means, we can figure out a new location that looks nicer on camera. Until then, let me know what else you suggest and make sure to like and subscribe, by the way. Don't forget, because you might forget later, and hopefully you watch to the end of the video. And let's just talk about it because MrBeast has become a headline on a few videos in my channel. And I know that there are people who see this video and just comment without watching right away. And it bothers me, but like I was there too once, I get it. I was, dare I say, MrBeast fan, we've been over this yada yada. But like I get the mentality of just wanting to blindly support someone so hard. And you think you're helping, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, just hear me out, hear what I have to say. Let's keep it civil in the comments below, please. And hopefully we can have a conversation about this because the conversation doesn't end with you watching my video. It ends when we start talking about it and seeing, I don't know, changes, even in the grander scheme of things. Not always when it comes to MrBeast, but just anything. Excuse me, sorry. My live studio audience is here too. But let's talk about it because I had seen on Twitter, which I always say that's my first mistake is going online, especially onto Twitter. But to be honest, that's where the headlines are, and that's where I get like little bits of info, and I'm like, oh wait, let me look into that. Let me cover that, right? And so I had seen on Twitter, and forgive me, I'm gonna have to pull this up, but a post from Jimmy Donaldson Beast himself, Jimothy himself. This was recent. This was the 14th, yesterday, Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Or happy Galentine's Day, or whatever you like. He tweeted, quote, "It's been a week and no one has solved the $1 million puzzle hidden in our Salesforce Super Bowl commercial, lol." I don't know why the lol's there, I'm gonna be honest, whatever. To make it easier, we just added Slackbot to help. All you have to do is Slack me the secret code and I wire you $1 million. Is that code for something? What is a Slack bot? Like a chat bot? I must be unk, as what the kids are saying, because I have never heard of any of this. And I feel like anytime, like this tweet in itself is something I have to decode. Is that just me? Am I old? Maybe I don't get it. So apparently he had this Super Bowl commercial, which he actually did a commercial, I think the year previously was maybe his first one, or he was in that one. But, you know, the MrBeast team teamed up with the company Salesforce, and I guess they were doing this $1 million giveaway. Now, I actually do need my phone again because we're going to read some of the comments here, and there's some mixed feelings on this. And there's also a little bit of other stuff going on, so it's important that I quote this exactly. But some people said, lol, open to worldwide, not just USA. And I have not read the terms and conditions of this, but from what I gather, there's a few people here in the comments who are upset that it's not open to every country. I think this person had meant that it's only open to the USA. I think it's open to, yeah, here it is, Canada, Mexico, and the US, as one poster says. Don't comment me on that, or don't quote me on that. That is what I'm hearing. And I really don't care to look into it because I just don't care about MrBeast. So I don't know. People are mad about that. TBH, like, we'll give people not their flowers, but like I'm not just gonna blindly go attack somebody, right? I don't like MrBeast, but this contest being open to only a few countries out of the entire world is not new. It's not like I don't think it's him trying to manipulate the system. I don't know how any of that works tax-wise. But you see that with a lot of giveaways, especially in the US where it's only open to North America. I don't think it's something that he probably could have controlled. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have opened it wherever. I don't know. I can't speak on it. I don't think that's really super important here. somebody else commented, and I don't know what the puzzle was. I know he's done like puzzles in the past where it like sends you to different videos with like unlisted links, and I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what the terms and conditions were. All we know is there is allegedly a $1 million giveaway. I don't know why I'm talking so much with my hands today. A $1 million giveaway on this Super Bowl commercial somehow. Now, this user Kevin says, I'm convinced that no one has ever actually won money from any of these MrBeast promotions. I gotta wonder. Although, I can't go that far. I feel like we have seen winners. And with some of the terms and conditions, maybe not in this specifically, but in all kinds of giveaways, if like a winner can't be selected or can't respond by a certain day, like the competition ends, right? Like that's how a lot of these companies avoid losing a ton of money, is that they don't always do the giveaway, right? Like you reach out to someone, if you never hear back, oh, like they forfeited, like, like we'll reach out to 3 people, and if we don't hear from any of them, like the competition's forfeit, right? Somebody else says, where did it go? Somebody else says, no one wants, they say Space Hamsters, I like that username, says, no one wants to solve it because you're literally making us use 2 to 3 different apps that no one uses for these methods. Again, that's kind of my theory. Like I know previously in the past, some of these contests have involved like going to multiple links, and I don't know. It's a very multi-step process for these MrBeast giveaways, at least ones that act like this, and it can be annoying, and I guess that's how you weed people out who don't really care. But this one user on Twitter, and this is where we get into the bigger parts here, claimed that he did solve it, and he reached out. Here's what he had to say. This is Adity, I think. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. He says, or they say, I don't know. Quote, I solved it, sent you an email. The team responded and told me they'd look over it. It's been 2 days, no response back yet. I'd like my $1 million in Bitcoin, please. Of course this is in Bitcoin. Guys, of course it's in Bitcoin because other people have Bitcoin invested, and it's MrBeast and he loves crypto and this, and when you're not giving away cash like how he used to do in some of these prizes, it's so much more easy to like be a little sus behind the scenes and like get a little cut of it somehow, you know what I mean? Like, we're selling NFTs like that I made, like I don't know how it works. But I find it a little humorous that it's in Bitcoin. But this user claims that they had figured it out and heard back from the team. I'd be curious to like see the screenshots. I'm not a journalist. I feel a little uncomfortable like reaching out to these people individually. I'm just like a person at the end of the day, and so are they. And so I don't want to start like asking people for like proof and stuff. But I find it fascinating, and I wonder what's going to happen there, because if what they say is true, there's definitely a lot going on, right? You hear things like this, I feel like more often, at least as of late, where contestants from MrBeast are claiming that they've won, they did everything correctly. And I want to acknowledge too, I feel like that is the natural progression of things when you get to be like a bigger, more popular channel, or somebody who does a lot of giveaways where people are going to say, hey, like, I actually won and you never gave me the money. And some people do it, and I'm not saying this person did, I'm not going there. But I'm saying in general, some people make stuff up for clout, some people make stuff up for money, some people, I don't know, right? So I'm trying to take everything with a grain of salt, right? But at the same time, if this is true, which we're led to believe, Jimmy, like, why is your team not getting back to this guy? Like, maybe they got it wrong, but no one responded. And I feel like with as many likes as this guy has on the post, on the tweet, like, I don't know, it's not a good look. Maybe no one else is talking about it because it's already been debunked. So let me know down below. I won't remove this video, but I will definitely make notes on it and everything. And I want to have a discussion down below. Like, do you think this is true, what this user says when he says, I already won, I already submitted the score, it was correct, I heard back, and I have not been contacted since? I feel like if that was true, someone would have discussed that with Jimothy himself, you know what I mean? And been like, hey, you actually, like, please delete this tweet, someone already won, like, we're waiting to contact them. Like, it's a very, very tight-knit place in the sense that, like, there has to be communication because there's so much happening, you know what I mean? And Jimmy's got to be involved in it, you know what I mean? So it's fascinating. We'll see what happens. I'm not surprised he's doing all these giveaways. Like, again, like, you wonder what's in it for them, the MrBeast company, and them, Salesforce. I guess Salesforce, I mean, like, that's the other thing that I was trying to figure out. Salesforce is like a large company, you know, like they sell products and services for companies, not so much for individuals. And if they do, it's not for like the 9-year-olds that watch MrBeast. Like, I'm sorry, like, I am making fun of him in that sense, right? It's not 9-year-olds, but it is a younger audience of children, right? To be honest, like, I'd say again, like 9 to like early 20s, my age, but it can vary, right? Like, I was really into the channel in high school, and I feel like that's the majority of his viewership, right? And so why is Salesforce involved in that? What high schooler is going to be like, let me go buy Salesforce. So let me go put my crypto and my stock investments in Salesforce. I guess that's what they want. I don't know. I find it an interesting partnership, and I wonder how Jimmy's making money out of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm being dense, right? Let me know in the comments. Keep it nice. I'm easily heard. Keep it nice in the comments down below, please. It's my birthday today. And I don't know, let's talk about it and let me know what else. Hopefully we don't keep covering this guy. I just feel like he's crashing out this year. I feel like this is the year. And I'm like, no, I'm not putting money on it. Like, I know people are like, everyone's waiting for his downfall. You guys are sick. I'm not waiting for his downfall. He can do that all himself. You know what I mean? Like, it's 2026, and I feel like everything I have seen about MrBeast so far has been like, MrBeast under fire for allegedly scamming audience, MrBeast under fire for alleged new lawsuits, MrBeast under fire for tweet attacking fan, MrBeast. I'm like, oh my god, like, come on, Jimothy Donaldson. Does he have a middle name? Let me know. I'd like to know so I can call him by his full name, yell at him. Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.